Hey, Crowley here. Today I thought I'd take a few minutes and talk about my plans for this upcoming hunting season. It's going to be starting in about 3 weeks, I guess. For those of you that don't know, although I've hunted my whole life for deer, this will be the first year that I'm going to be using a bow. The season opens September 7th for the expanded zones, and that's what my plan is there. I'm going to travel about an hour or so to the, I guess, nearest expanded zone there, and I've got permission to put up a stand on some land. It's all public land. So I plan on hunting the whole month of September in those expanded areas, and then in October, I'm going to come back up and hunt up in the area where I live. Overall, my main goal in September is going to be able to use my bow. I've been practicing with that thing there all summer. I'd like to harvest some game. In these expanded zones, you can buy multiple doe tags and you get one any deer tag, which I plan on saving for $1. From what I've seen for sign down there, I really haven't seen a whole lot of big buck sign. Matter of fact, I haven't seen a track yet that I said, wow, that's a big deer. I just haven't seen them, and I've done quite a bit of scouting too. I've gotten to know the area fairly decent. It's pretty hard though. Most of the sign that I'm looking at is from last year, and trying to figure out just what they're going to be doing in 3 weeks and through the fall there is pretty difficult to figure out. Part of that may be just because of the time of the year. They're not putting down any scrapes or rubs yet. And it's been pretty dry, so it's pretty hard to see the tracks in some places there. If I was seeing all kinds of buck sign and a lot of big tracks, I like to trophy hunt. But on the other hand, you can't kill something that ain't there. So I'm going to start the season off anyway, just trying to find something to shoot at there, and I don't care whether it's a doe or a buck. And although I haven't seen much big buck sign, I have found a little bit of, sign, some rubs, a few scrapes from last year, and the rubs were from last year too, and a couple of areas where I'm pretty sure it's buck bedding. I've seen a lot of doe sign, and I may be a little overconfident, but I don't think it's going to be too awful hard to harvest some does. I guess time will tell. Like I said, I've never bow hunted before. I've never hunted in September before, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve there. But right now, anyway, I'm pretty confident that I should be able to get some action going there with the does. Also, in the expanded zone, the area that I'm hunting anyway, we can kill up to 5 turkeys. I don't want to mess up my deer hunting, but it really bothered me that this last spring there, I couldn't get good enough with that bow to take it turkey hunting there. So I plan on, if I can there, taking a turkey, or 2 or 3, whatever. I really don't want to use my, I'm going to call it buck tag, right off quick there for a couple of reasons. Although I've been scouting there, the deer move around some there, and I may find some decent buck sign there as the season goes on, and if I can kill a decent buck, I'd like to. Also, the way things happen, I don't want to get in a position where I think I'm shooting a doe and end up shooting a spike horn there that has horns over 3 inches. and then not having a tag for it. So that's another reason why I think I'm going to try to save that tag for a while. And also, if I don't happen to kill a buck in September, I can always go back in November or December into the archery only areas there and do some more hunting down that way. So I might very well end up doing that. I plan on being mobile. I bought one of those hang-on tree stands and some of those sticks that you strap onto the tree, and I've done enough scouting there that I can bounce around. I've got a bunch of different locations picked out, and I'll go sit a spot for a night or two, and if I don't have any luck, I'm going to move on. Go a few 100 yards up the trail and try a different spot or try a different area. And I'm also going to hunt the wind. A lot of people talk about hunting the prevailing wind there, but I mean, the wind blows in different directions all the time. And I don't want to be in a position where I decide I want to hunt an area and I get there and the wind's wrong there. If I want to have a bunch of different locations lined up so that, I get down an area I'm going to hunt and see that the wind's coming out of the south, I've got several spots picked out there that I can go to, and same goes if the wind's blowing out of the north there. I want to know ahead of time different locations that I can go to set up and be successful. As far as my actual strategy for finding deer or getting in front of deer, it's really not rocket science. You have bedding areas and feeding areas. Find the trails in between and sit on them. I like to use terrain features there, anything that'll pinch them down, funnels or bottlenecks, whatever you want to call them. Anything that'll drive them into one specific trail on their way to their feeding or back to the bedding, either way, is someplace I like to be. As far as October goes, like I said, I'm going to hunt in the area that I live in, and I'm going to be a little pickier. Number one, I can't shoot any does in this area. They're not even giving out doe permits this year. And I know the area pretty well, and I know there's some big bucks around. I'm going to try to shoot something pretty decent. And if that doesn't work out, I can either hunt during the rifle season up here, or I can take my bow down to one of the expanded areas, and if I want to, I can shoot both bucks down in that area. And I may end up doing that. We'll see how things go. Also, in the area that I'm in, there are a few bear around, and it is supposed to be nut year. If I can find a spot there where the bear are working the nuts pretty good there, I may try to see if I can harvest a bear. And I know these are pretty lofty goals for the first year bow hunting, but if you don't set your goals high, you're not going to get to that level. And who knows, maybe I'll fall flat on my face and won't be able to even connect with one deer, but time will tell, I guess. I've got plenty of time to hunt. I've done my homework. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, and like I said there, the bear, who knows. I may find some nice areas that I can have some success, or maybe I won't see any sign. We'll see how it goes. As far as the hunting videos go there, I'm going to do my best to get them out in an orderly fashion there. But I am going to be busy deer hunting also, so like I said, I'll do the best that I can there. And if you want to keep up to date with how the hunting's going during the week there, you can check me out on Facebook at Pine State Hunter. I'm sure I'll have posts in there how things going there as the season progresses. So with that, I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk to you later.